this is Chris from Stylharmony. Thank you for being here. Today's video is going to be about washi tape. But now how to use it, we'll probably do another video on that, but how to make your own, because I find washi tape where I live, first, very hard to find, second, very expensive, like 4 or 5, sometimes even more for just 5 yards the roll, and I think $5 or $1 a yard is really too expensive for just paper. So there's a very simple way to make your own, and I'm going to show you 2 different ways, and there's probably more. So what you're going to do here, and I've done a long strip just using paper. Just paper. Whatever the paper is, it's going to work, even if it's really thin. This is, for example, these 2 here, and I've done in different width. And this one is just origami paper. It's about the same, and it's very simple. For this first step, or this first example, the only thing you'll need is paper, even scrap pieces, and double-sided tape. For once, I'm not going to use my ATG gun because I think that using this double-sided tape, whatever the brand is, this is an off-brand, it doesn't matter. What I like to use is the fact that you have the backing paper here on it. So you're going to be able to roll it back without it sticking on each other. So use a double-sided tape that has a backing on it. Then you put your paper upside down. Take a piece of your double-sided tape here and put it on your paper. Okay, I've already done one here, so I'm just lining it up, burnishing well down, cut it, then I'm just turning this over, cutting the excess away, and my washi tape is done. So now there are 2 possibilities. It's either you stack it up like this, it's not going to stick on anything, and you'll cut pieces whenever you need them, the width you need them, or you can start cutting them right now. So for that, you can use your scissors, and it's going to cut perfectly well. Okay, or you can also use your trimmer. If it's a longer piece, you can just use your trimmer, and I hope my trimmer is going to work because I'm having some difficulties. Yes, it's fine. And there you go. So you can cut very easily, and then you can stick this on any kind of paper. Look at that. I'm just taking the backing of it, and I usually, if you burnish it well down, then I like to use a pokey tool or an X-Acto knife. Let me see, I should be able to, yes. Take it away, and you're done. And if you want to rip it off, you still can. To do this washi tape look. Okay, washi tape, usually you tear it apart. If you don't want it, you can always cut it down if you like a better edge like this. Very simple. And use your scraps. I don't know if I told you in the beginning, this is just a scrap piece of wrapping paper for presents, and I'm going to use this one too. Same thing, put it upside down. This one is a little bit, it's a little bit ugly and crinkled, but it's not going to be a big problem. I'm not trying to line it down on this one. Just burnish it well. Cut the excess off. I'm going to cut it here, and now the same way I'm going to use my trimmer, and I'm going to make something smaller. Oops, it didn't cut very well. Yes, it did. It's okay. And there you have your piece of washi tape that is the width you want, just with wrapping paper. Okay, so easy, and you can do this with any kind of paper you want. I think the thinner is better. If it's too heavy, maybe not work as well, but I don't see the problem. So you can roll them if they're long enough, or I like to keep them like this, and I can use them wherever I want to. In different colors, and I told you I have this one as well, so it's very easy. So this is one way to make it, and I think it's really, really handy. The second way is that you're gonna make some faux washi tape. It's gonna look like washi tape, but it's not washi tape. And it's going to look like this. So this is a very simple card. This was just for my example, but here it's exactly the look of washi tape, but it's nothing. It's just stamping, nothing here than the card I made. So what you will need to do is take a piece of paper, not too thin but not too thick, and I will explain just in a second why. You're going to use a ruler and an X-Acto knife, and you're going to make some slits here, okay? It's going to be your template, and you make these as wide, as big, as long as you wish. I'm going to make this one larger, and then depending on the look of it, I hope I was not too much off camera, I'm sorry. So I did 2 smalls here and 2 small here and 2 and a wider one here. The washi tape, as I told you, looks more like a ripped effect, so you can just put your finger here and rip your paper. Do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to do the same thing here, just and here. Maybe one side should be enough, but it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to take a card, just an A2 size card, nothing fancy, and I'm going to show you the look I just showed you before. So for this you will need some stamps and ink pads. So I'm going to show you why I meant your paper shouldn't be too thick. So I just put here, it's a feather, it's a clear stamp, okay, and I put it down there, and I'm going to do it on the wider piece here, and it's going to be your very own washi tape or faux washi tape. And I'm going to stamp here, and I'm going to make it go either directions. Oops. So every time it's going to be your own. It's going to take a little more time, but it's very personal. And if your paper here was too thick, you wouldn't be able to have a nice print here. It would stop way before the edge of the paper here. So this is cardstock, but it's not too thick. It's not chipboard. It wouldn't work with chipboard. And I'm not going to take my paper away right now. I'm going to use another color. You could use the same color if you wanted to, or maybe I'm going to do some orange. Let me do some orange color here. And I'm going to take these color dusters. They're called color dusters. They're very, I've got an orange one here. That's good. So I'm going to ink this up. Of course I moved, but you can still put it back very easily. Okay, I'm back. And I'm going to ink up this. Oh, it's very juicy. And I'm directly inking on my card. And I can emphasize here a little bit more on the edge. I'm going to take it away, and here is my washi tape. And if you want it to be more torn pieces here, you could make it more torn, but this is what it's going to look like. I'm having some problems talking today, and I feel a little bit excited. I don't know why. And I'm going to make one here a little bit longer, just to show you how nice this is going to look. And this time I'm going to use a different stamp, and I'm going to use very tiny ones like these, and I'm going to make it blue. Why not? So I'm going to stop here. If you want to leave a gap, that's totally up to you. And I'm just going to stamp this image a few times here. Of course, use the stamps you have. And I could do again a tone on tone, but I like to change a little bit the colors. And I'm going to use some green. Oops, and I moved again. No big deal. just to have really the outlines. And I need a green brush. There I am. And I'm going to stamp. Just make sure that your first layer is dry before doing this next step. I'm not too worried about it here because it's just an example. And you put as much or as less color as you wish. And again, put just a tiny bit more here on the edge. And there you have it. You've got a second washi tape impression. And you can go on like this with different sizes or doing all the same sizes just exactly as you would with washi tape. But you have your very own prints here. And you have your very own washi tape there. It's nothing more than paper and double-sided tape. So there you have it. No more complicated than that. Very cheap, using your scraps. You all you card makers or scrapbookers have double-sided tape. I mean, this cannot be easier. And maybe in one of the future videos I will find other examples you could use washi tape for, because sometimes we have a lot of washi tape, or you have a lot of washi tape but don't really know what to do with it. So I'll find out some good ideas and do compilations and see how it works. So there you have it. Please tell me what you think about it, and if you ever thought about doing it this way. It's really, really fun to do when you have your own washi tape all year long. And yeah, that's all, folks. So please, if you like this video, give me some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share. And I see you soon for another video. Bye-bye.